YouTube, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Your boy Jordan Trav, guys. We got another game. I am actually playing. I am the Cowboys. I'm playing against the Titans. So, Chris Johnson. I mean, when you think about the Titans, I mean, that's who you really think of. You think of Chris Johnson all day, every day. You think about a beast running attack, and the guy's like a million speed. So, I think when I'm let's step in the mind of Jordan Trav for a second, guys. When I see a guy that picks the Titans, I think of I'm going to get a whole lot of Chris Johnson, and what am I going to do is stop him. You know what I mean? Because you never really know how good your run defense is until you play against Chris Johnson. I mean, when you're playing against a slow running back or just a weak running back, that's one thing. But when you're going against Chris Johnson, you got to know. I mean, if your defense is going to stand up to the pressure. So, just to kind of let the cat out the bag. He didn't get too loose. This guy. I wasn't running anything world class. I wasn't running anything special. But I was kind of able to contain him. In this game, there's more outside heat than inside heat, it seems like. So, A gap and B gap heat, it's doable, but it's harder to kind of create due to in this year's Madden, it's more of outside heat because I think the offensive line AI does everything possible to stop A gap and B gap heat. But it is what it is. That's how Madden is this year. So, you guys know how I do it. I try to establish the run. My first series, there was a couple of plays there where, I shouldn't have went for it on fourth down. That was a nice pick from him. I shouldn't have went for it on fourth down, but I did because I thought I had, a good play. I had a good play, and it ended up not working out in my favor. Boom, some, back and forthness. I ended up getting a safety. So, I pulled a New York Giants. Pulled the New York Giants like they did on the Falcons. So, boom, I'm back on offense. I'm trying to mix up the run and the pass. Just trying to find somebody open. He's running zones. Boom, face throw. That ended up working out in my favor right there. I think I come down and run a nice, not really an off tackle, but just uh, you know, a side run, so to speak, and got in for 6. So, that worked out. Boom, he's right back to Chris Johnson. Again, Chris Johnson didn't get loose this game. So, he first down, he tries to go with Chris Johnson. Second down, he tries to go with Chris Johnson again. Third down, he tries to go with Chris Johnson, and he's locked up. So he kept getting into like fourth and a little bit, and he ended up finding people open. That was my fault. I tried to click on a little bit too late, and he was able to, get it over to my guy there, and then boom, he's right back with Chris Johnson. He picks up 8 right there, um, right there, right here. Curls. How curls work this year. They work great against man this year, so I wasn't expecting that. And boom, we blitzing. He couldn't really stop the blitz. I know he didn't really like the blitz when I played. Maximum coverage defense, which means that I kind of put everybody back a little bit. Boom, we got a pick, and Spencer he's going to go ahead and go castle running. So I'm feeling pretty confident at this point. I'm up 9-0. Boom, I score right here. I'm up, 16-0. So, I'm pretty confident at this point with, how the game is looking at second quarter. Boom, this should have been a fumble. Ooh, he got killed. You know, it, I don't think in this game I'm doing anything world class. It's just, making a few adjustments here and there on defense and just trying to bring some heat from the left end to the right to kind of keep them off guard. A couple of people have been sending me messages asking me, what type of plays am I running on defense for my blitzes and, how my blitzes are getting in and things like that. So what I'm going to do in my next video is I'm going to do like not really a ebook because I don't do the ebook thing. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to post the defensive plays that I pick before I do them. So you guys will be able to see, what defense I'm picking, what adjustments I'm making. So I'll put the write-up of what defense I'm going to do and what adjustments I made to be able to get the blitz in the way it gets in. And then it'll, actually show how the what the results was. You know, if it'll end up being a sack, like boom, that was a nice user pick by me. I'll be able to show you if it was a sack. You know what the outcome was of the play, because you know sometimes when people put out ebooks and they put out different tips and stuff, they do it in practice mode. And to me, sometimes. Um, I think that the game plays differently in practice than what they do in a real life game. So, sometimes it's better to know how. See, that was better right there. Fourth, my dude was wide open and he ended up missing it. So I think sometimes it's better to know how a guy's going to react in an actual game compared to just doing stuff in practice mode. Because to me, the AI and things run a little differently in practice. Maybe that's just me, but that's just how I see it. So that's what I'm gonna do. Tell me if you guys think that's a good idea or not. Again, I don't think I'm running anything world class or anything special, but if there's blitzes or things that you see that you like that I do, I'll definitely make sure that I put a write up so that you know exactly what I do, and hopefully that'll be able to implement or be something that you guys may like or may try actually, in your game. So I'm gonna do that in my next video. And this is stupid right here. Chris Johnson is just fast. I mean, for him to be able to run around my dude, he lost about 15 yards, and then he was able to still pick up the first down. I mean, that was stupid crazy, but the things Chris Johnson can do. So boom, that was some nice heat right there. He was locked up. I tried to bring some more heat, which it gets in, but he throws it and goes off the back of his guy's head. This guy at this point, he goes for a field goal. I think he misses the field goal, and then he just quits the game. So again, I win 19-0. Nothing spectacular, just a few adjustments, calling a nice couple of plays, and we got to win. So I guess you can't be too mad about that. So you guys, until the next one, I appreciate you guys watching. Your boy Jordan Trav. Peace out, fellas.